Hello, and welcome. In today's video we will learn about
12 holidays and traditions in United Kingdom. The United Kingdom, which is made up of England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, is one of Europe's most culturally interesting countries. In addition to certain shared rituals and traditions observed throughout the United Kingdom, each of the four nations has its own set of traditions. In today's video, we'll try to bring you closer to and describe some of the most important events that Britons are very happy to celebrate, and how much they care about the party and celebration of public holidays. Public holidays are still often called bank holidays. If a public holiday falls on a Saturday or Sunday, a substitute working day of the week becomes non-working so that people can rest and spend time with loved ones. Before we continue, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so that you can be updated by my new videos. Number 1. Burns Night. Burns Night is a celebration of Scottish poet Robbie Burns' life and achievements. Burns' birthday is commemorated by Scots all around the country with poetry readings, Scotch consumption, and the consumption of haggis, a traditional Scottish sheep dish that Burns extolled in his poetry. Number 2. Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year is observed by a sizable Asian population in the United Kingdom. Every year, the event takes place in London's Chinatown quarter, with a procession of Chinese food, music, dancing, and stunts. Outside of Asia, that festival is the largest Chinese New Year celebration. Number 3. Pancake Day. On the last day before Lent begins, Pancake Day is observed. Because it is a Christian tradition to fast during Lent, the majority of foods would spoil during this time. So the British decided to make pancakes with the eggs, milk, and sugar they had on hand. Even though many people no longer fast, the tradition of making pancakes on this day has remained. Number 4. Easter. Easter is the most important Christian holiday, and it is widely observed in the United Kingdom. Children in England look for chocolate eggs that the elderly have previously buried in the home area on Easter Sunday, believing that the Easter bunny has come and hidden the eggs about the house. Simnel cake, a fruit cake with layers of marzipan and almonds, is traditionally served at Easter. Number 5. St. David's Day. The population of Wales honours St. David, its patron saint, on March 1st. It is customary to wear a narcissus or leash on a shirt to commemorate the battle against the Saxons, in which the Welsh wore leeks to differentiate themselves from the enemy at David's advice. Some Welsh, particularly children, dress in traditional Welsh garb. Number 6. Queen's Birthday. The birthday of Queen Elizabeth II. It's technically April 21st, but the state has been celebrating her birthday queens on the second Saturday in June since 1748. This is because June is a suitable month for the royal family to spend their birthday with civilians when the weather is still pleasant. Trooping the colour is a magnificent ritual that takes place in London with a primary celebration at Buckingham Palace, which is attended by the entire royal family. Number 7. Halloween. Halloween is a popular holiday in the United Kingdom. Children will dress up in costumes and walk about the neighbourhood knocking on doors searching for candy or a joke, known as trick or treating, while adults celebrate Halloween parties where they dress up as witches and ghosts. Number 8. Bonfire Night. Bonfire Night, also known as Guy Fawkes Night, the 5th of December, which marks the Gunpowder Plot of 1605, a failed conspiracy by a group of provincial English Catholics to assassinate the Protestant king by blowing up the Houses of Parliament. Guy Fawkes and others were arrested. Both Catholics and Protestants have happily celebrated Bonfire Night, one side celebrating the attempt at blowing up the Houses of Parliament and the other side celebrating the failure of that attempt. Nowadays many councils set up large bonfires with impressive firework displays, although many people also have smaller family celebrations. There are many versions of this rhyme that have survived in different parts of England since the 17th century. Most begin with the same or very similar words. This is the basic form. Remember, remember, the 5th of November. Gunpowder treason and plot. I see no reason why gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. Number 9. Remembrance Day. The British commemorate the military casualties of World War I and World War II on Remembrance Day. 11:11 a.m., 2 minutes of quiet are observed because a truce was declared in the United Kingdom at that moment in 1918. Since poppies bloomed across the front lines during the war, This flower has become a symbol of Remembrance Day, and you will be able to see its pattern everywhere you turn. Number 10. Christmas Day. The 25th of December is celebrated as Christmas Day. Long before the conversion to Christianity, this day was celebrated in Britain as a celebration. Despite the fact that religion has been losing momentum in the United Kingdom, Christmas remains the most regularly observed holiday. It is the most vibrant and joyous holiday. Everything is rushed on Christmas Eve. Although offices close around 1 o'clock, businesses remain open until late. The majority of cities are decked out with twinkling lights and colossal Christmas trees. People decorate Christmas trees in their homes. They also decorate shelves, tables, and mantelpieces with Christmas cards. The homemaker is busy creating Christmas pastries and cooking a turkey. Stockings are slung over the end of the bed. Children believe that Santa Claus will descend the chimney and stuff their stockings with gifts. On the mantelpiece, a carrot for the reindeer is customarily left. Many individuals attend church on Christmas Day. When the family returns from church, they gather around the tree and open the packages. Everyone receives a gift. The Christmas dinner is very traditional, consisting of stuffed turkey, boiled ham, mashed potatoes, plum pudding, mince pies, tea or coffee, and cakes. People fly from all across the country to be with their families for the holidays. On Christmas Day, Christmas pudding is also made. Christmas pudding is a combination of fruit and rum cake, and it's not quite the gelatin dish Americans are used to. The upside-down bowl-shaped dessert is produced with 13 components, mostly dried fruits, molasses, and egg, and topped with a sprig of holly, which is thought to symbolize Jesus and his disciples. The pudding is often aged for a month, then steamed or cooked before being drenched in brandy or rum and set on fire. Number 11. Boxing Day. This day, similar to our Black Friday, was originally intended to be the day when servants in more affluent houses would get a Christmas package from the family's head. They would then return home and give unique Christmas boxes to their relatives. Today, however, it's a day for shopping and eating excellent leftovers. Just be aware that on Boxing Day, transportation and other services are severely constrained. Many London rail lines are either halted or only run on a part-time basis. Banks and post offices are also closed due to this celebration being a bank holiday. Number 12. New Year Eve. In England, New Year's Day is not as well known as Christmas. Some people simply ignore it, while others celebrate it in some way. A New Year's Eve party is the most prevalent sort of celebration, either a family party or one arranged by a group of young people. This normally starts about 8 p.m. and lasts until the wee hours of the morning. A buffet meal of cold meat, pies, sandwiches, cakes, and a large bowl of punch is frequently served. On New Year's Eve, most hotels and dance halls host a special dance. The most famous celebration takes place in Piccadilly Circus around the Eros statue. People sing, dance, and ring in the new year with song and dancing. Usually, someone falls into the fountain. The 1st of January is a national holiday. People do not go to work. They send greeting cards and gifts. I hope you find this video helpful. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe as it really helps our channel, and remember to give your feedback in the comments below. See you in the next video with some more interesting topics and facts.
And let me know in the comments if you'd like to learn more about Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. You might want to watch one of these videos next.